brother versus brother, accidental felicide, and a messy love triangle. If you lived in the 19th century, you'd call this peak drama. Fast forward to today, we just call it content gold. Hello, welcome to my channel, and this is Sylvia. Here we're gonna break down the juiciest operas like their celebrities gossip. Today's train wreck comes straight from 1853, Verdi's Il Trovatore, the Troubadour. On the count of three, we're teleporting to 1409 Spain. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Act 1. On a cold night outside Count Luna's palace, the guards doze off around the campfire. Their captain, Ferrando, tells a story to keep them awake. The old Count Luna once had 2 sons. One night, a gypsy woman sneaked into the younger son's bedroom, claiming she wanted to read the baby's fortune. But soon after, the baby fell ill with a strange disease. Believing the gypsy woman was an evil witch who caused this, the count had her captured and burned at the stake. But take a note, the baby did not die. The gypsy woman's daughter, Azucena, witnessed her mother's execution and, in a fury, sneaked into the palace, stole the baby, and threw him into the flames. Since then, the now grown Count Luna has never stopped searching for the gypsy woman who burned his younger brother. Actually, in her panic and grief, Azucena mistakenly threw her own son into the fire. What? So yes, guided by a maternal instinct, she took the Count's son and raised him as her own. That child is now the male lead, Marico, a troubadour, and Count Luna's romantic rival. Ooh, since we now have a romantic rival, it's time for the heroine, Leonora, appear. Meanwhile, in the palace garden, Leonora and her maid are sleepless and singing about their feelings. As it turns out, Marico had grown into a charming troubadour, winning over this beautiful noblewoman Leonora each night with his songs under the moonlight. Count Luna sneaks in and passionately declares his love to Leonora. And in the darkness, Leonora nearly mistakes the Count for her beloved singer. And Marico immediately appears and claims his place. In the duel that follows, Marico wins. But at the last moment, he spares the Count's life. Act 2. At dawn, gypsies begin their day singing the Envo chorus. Marico returns from the battle and talks with his mother, Azucena, by the campfire. She recalls the horrific scene of her mother being burned and accidentally reveals that she had thrown her own child into the fire instead. As an old Eastern saying goes, raising a child is greater than giving birth. And remembering how many times she saved him from death, Marico cherished this mother-son bond. Azucena asks why he spared the Count during their duel. Marico says he felt an invisible force stopping him. Meanwhile, Marico gets this crazy message that the Leonora, his girlfriend, thinks he's dead. Well, as we all know, of course he's not. But she's so heartbroken and about to become a nun. Marico doesn't even let his mother finish yelling, "Don't go," before he's grabbing his boys and hurling to the convent. Count Luna, also having heard of this, rushes to that convent about to kidnap Leonora and force her into marriage. But Marico shows up just in time, and Leonora is overjoyed. The Count, realizing he's outnumbered, well, he just can't do nothing about it, but only being pissed. Meh. Act 3. The guards report that they've captured an old woman. The captain Ferrando recognizes her as Azucena, the gypsy's daughter who once stole and burned the Count's baby brother. Count Luna prepares to execute her, but she cries out for her son Marico to save her. Wait a second. So this is Marico's mama. The Count is thrilled. a trap. He will lure Mariko into danger and eliminate two enemies at once. Smart. Just as Mariko is preparing to marry Leonora, he hears the news and gathers his men to rescue his mama. Act 4. This time, Count Luna's army recaptures the fortress. Mariko not only fails to rescue his mother, but he's also captured himself. Uh-oh. Hearing Mariko's farewell song from prison, Leonora offers to marry the Count in exchange for Mariko's freedom. The Count agrees, of course, but secretly, Leonora takes poison hidden in her ring and whispering, "Or your get is only my corpse." In the prison, Mariko comforts the nearly mad Azucena. Leonora appears and tells Mariko he's free and must escape, but she needs to stay. Mariko, unaware any of her plan, believes she betrayed him and they argue. Suddenly, the poison takes effect. With her last breath, she reveals the truth to Mariko and dies. Only then does Count Luna realize Leonora died for love, not for him. He orders Mariko's execution. Azucena cries out, "He was your brother. You killed your own brother and mother. Your revenge is complete." The end, but not the end. In 1851, Verdi achieved great success with his opera Rigoletto. Verdi achieved great success with his opera Rigoletto. Without waiting for any commissions, he began seeking inspiration for new work. At that time, his lover, Giuseppina Strepponi, had just translated a Spanish play, Il Trovatore, by Garcia Gutierrez. Verdi was deeply moved by the story and the character, especially the gypsy woman, Azucena. He contacted his frequent collaborator, Salvador Camerano, to write the opera's libretto. Verdi even considered renaming the opera after Azucena, or La Zingara, which means the gypsy woman. But Camerano insisted on respecting the original. Eventually, the opera The Troubadour premiered on January 19, 1853 at the Teatro Apollo in Rome. And there's more. Within just 3 years of its debut, this opera had over 229 performances. Among all of Verdi's works, it remained one of his personal favorites during his lifetime. Thank you for being here with me. And if you like my video, please hit the likes and the subscribe for me. 谢谢。